sooner. And you can attack with a larger force. So yeah, that's always something that players will have to consider. Pink won up game spawning in the top left on this particular map. Remember guys, this is the loser's match. The loser of this gets nowhere. Will end up being knocked out of the SC2 Improved Winter League, and the winner will have to play versus Solar in the decider that is to follow.
Can I just say, how
match.
ridiculous is it that we have players, potentially the caliber of SeleCT, losing in the round of 16? Like, I'm just gonna straight up say, like, the round of 16 in the Summer League was like, hey, each group has one, maybe two pros who are gonna move on through, and we'll see if anyone else moves on through, and anyone who drops out, you know, it's not really that much of a surprise. I genuinely, I'm surprised to see people like SeleCT are gonna have to drop out of the round 16 because there are better players.
Oh!
And everything.
Oh,
What's happening?
SeleCT is going for a command center first.
It's not that bad, is it? It's just a 14 gate from Pink.
It's not bad. It's just
The way you're like, oh, it's like a big disaster because of something.
no, not disaster. I'm surprised. I'm genuinely surprised. You don't see this very often. At least I don't see this very often from Terran players.
I think SeleCT at this point is thinking, you know what, I hate Protoss. I want every advantage I can get, and if I die too early, then hey, I die too early.
I mean, he is generally safe from blink plays because on this map you cannot do the blink call-in as effectively as on the others. There's a gap between the main base. That's a huge deal, so you can only blink up if you were to go for that type of play. Here, you still have to be mindful though of Oracle openings, for example, or DT openings. But I think SeleCT is just like, he does not want to lose another series, I don't think. That's why he's doing this. I mean, there cannot be any other reason. It's because it's a two-player map. Isn't it kind of risky? I mean, on a four-player map I would have understood, like on Frost.
But what can Pink do to like deny this? Like,
He can't deny. He cannot deny it, but he can do a very strong timing against it once he finds out what's the deal.
Like what timing though? Like, give me an example.
Just
because I don't think there's anything he can really do. I mean, he could rush his Zealot across the map, but you know, SeleCT actually has two barracks up. He's making 2 Marines at a time, and that's actually better against a Zealot Mothership Core Stalker poke than just a 1-Rax FE or a Reaper expand. The only thing SeleCT misses out on mostly is the Scout with the Reaper, and that is pretty huge.
Well, he did get Scout right now for of Pink, and you know, Pink has 2 gases up. He's not taking a very fast expansion here. He's going to try and poke, as you said, with Mothership Core Zealot and the Stalker. He has no information. That's the biggest failure here, that he's playing, you know, as most Protoss do. He did not even probe Scout, because if he probe Scouted, he could have punished this. Like, you know, players like Naniwa would immediately go for a 4-gate.
That's such a risk though, because if you just add a second bunker, like you're
I know. But I'm just saying, there are ways that you can exploit this. You know, the later barracks, basically the entire tech path of SeleCT is going to be delayed because of this. So, I don't know.
Got a lot of Marines out now for SeleCT, and the position in the middle line in case an Oracle comes in. You know, again, he has to be prepared for everything right now because he doesn't scout himself without the Reaper. So he's just preparing for everything by standing his Marines in the main mineral line. And, you know, the natural's a bit undefended, but he's got a bunker there, so it's not so bad. There's only a few SCVs.
Yeah, I mean, if this was a Stargate opening, he would be in a lot of trouble, because at least one of his bases would be uncovered. You just don't have enough Marines to cover both mineral lines at the time the Oracle comes. And you don't have your engineering bay up, because you go for a CC first, so you want to get those barracks first and then the upgrades. I'm a little bit disappointed that Pink did not, like, go at least for a poke or something. He's just staying back at his base, has no information about what his opponent is doing whatsoever, and he's playing this very, very defensively, whereas he could have exploited at least a little bit his opponent here, I feel. Such a shame.
Forge on the way down, we've already got the Robo down, we've got a couple of gates on the way too, so this is a slightly less greedy build from Pink. I mean, he got a lot more units earlier on, he and you know he's invested in these gateways at a similar time, but he got his forge a little bit later. You know, last time he saw the Robo and the forge at the same time. His nexus were a bit faster, but he's going to go the same style here. Robo bait to start things off.
Yeah.
It's just a style he's comfortable with, and you know, definitely a bit different. Big push from Select right now. He stops to kill the Scantipede. Poor Scantipede.
I hate those critters, by the way. I
You
don't
do?
like them. Yeah, I don't like those critters being out on the map. Like, I kill them whenever I get across them. It's just, and this is not a. I mean, this is not going to work. Obviously, you have a. On Frost, I can understand this kind of move out, but it's not going to work here because you have a ramp, right? So like, there's no way Select is going to be pushing up that ramp. If he even approaches the ramp, he runs the risk of losing half his Marines instantly.
Yeah,
If Pink is going to be
like-
watching.
Sure he is, and there's the force fields. He actually trains really well against the Zealots. The thing is, though,
Not
that
the best
there's a-
force fields though. And he's letting all the
just-
units up. This
Why
is...
doesn't he throw an overcharge? The throw on
There we
overcharge
go.
was a little bit late. Gets a couple of Marines on the way out. Force field catches one extra one, and
I still think this was yeah, this was a little bit sloppy by Pink. I mean, he could have killed at least half those units for free, basically.
He should have had his overcharge a little bit faster, like,
and better
and
force
his force
fields, you know.
field. Yeah, his force field's
So-
a bit more better timed. Like, he just kind of messed that up a little bit. Again, Select goes up to 5 racks before anything else. His medevac production is about to start as well. And yeah, I mean, there's that starport switching over. So, extremely similar game to what we saw in game number 1
Yeah.
between these two players.
And Pink doing essentially the same build, getting Blink in favor of thermal lenses. And Colossus production. 3 additional gateways once it's saturated and has all this tech that he needs to defend versus drop play in place. And he's lagging.
Oh, that's Pink. Wow, I was over my keyboard to F10S there, but Pink dropping out a little bit here, so so just waiting to see what's going to happen here. And who the hell is Casterby? I don't know.
I have no idea.
But who even cares, right? So anyway, Pink going to drop out here in the end, but
We'll have to resume from replay if that's the
it's a
case.
little bit of a shame.
Mm.
Not sure what exactly happened. So
Do you have him on Skype?
yeah,
To
he's
see-
just behind me on step literally just now.
Okay,
It's
so
such-
it's just his StarCraft that
Yeah.
dropped.
So yeah, I think it's just his StarCraft. He said he's still online, so I don't know what's actually happened. So
He's still online in StarCraft?
let's just drop and we'll just very quickly resume this from the
That's-
replay.
Yeah, you'll have to turn off your game hard overlay if you want to do that, because otherwise it won't allow you to.
It's okay. It's okay if you're not playing.
Yeah? Really?
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
I'm. No, you said this last time, and now I'm worried. Because because I'm sure if like Pink and Select don't have it on, then it's okay.
Okay, alright.
So just recover this game here. As
Yeah, we'll recover from replay, guys, really quickly, and we'll try and finish this game. Then
well, now Pink's just logged off again, so
that's
hopefully he'll be
that's good.
here in a moment. I can't imagine him have gone too far away, so just waiting for Pink to get back online. I mean, he's online on Skype, so it is just his BattleNet messing up. What a surprise that is! And yeah, so.
Definitely. Alright, guys, so as Tasteless would say, we have a little bit of a downtime here. God, I just
Just a little.
I just love to hate that sentence he uses every single time.
Yeah, so Pink can't log on to BattleNet.
Oh god, can you use
Ah.
someone else's account and they then just take command?
I don't know. The problem. Yeah. I'm just trying to think what's best. You know, we could zoom through the replay, but of course everyone sees everything then. if he uses a different account. So
yeah, that's true.
just we'll just see what we can do. So you just can't log on at all.
That's a damn shame. I mean, if this was a decider match, I wouldn't mind so much. I mean, you can, you know, finish playing it some other time, but since this is a losers match, it's going to be Solar who's going to be waiting on the result of this match, so it kind of sucks. Armani, excuse me.
But yeah. So yeah, he doesn't have anything at all. I mean, we could go into NA. That's a possibility.
And try there. We could. Are we going to be able to resume from replay when we switch servers?
We can resume from replay there. Yes, we could. Yeah. We couldn't recover, but we could resume from replay at least.
All right.
So just trying to figure out what to do here.
Guys, I'm just going to cut into a commercial, and once we have this solved, we're going to immediately come back. And meanwhile, stay tuned to stay updated on the situation. We're trying to get to the bottom of this. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you as soon as we can. Alright guys, the game has been recovered successfully.
Hey. Oh no. On the
What?
right hand side of your screen, do you have like combat shields just stuck?
Oh yeah, they're stuck. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Maybe
We
it'll go
are
away
going
for
to
just
do
a
our
bit.
best to ignore this shit right here, guys.
It's okay. It's the smallest of issues. So, but
Yep.
trust us, he hasn't just paused combat shields 1 second from completion for the
No, he
entirety
has
of
not.
this game.
Oh, the follow camera is not working again. Thank you, Blizzard.
It's game hard. It's not
It's recover from replay.
Oh.
Anyways, we have
oh,
again.
sorry. You said it's not working again.
Yeah, it was working
Oh,
before.
shut up. Sorry. I just
But this drop, select again, trying to go for the same play as before, and again, pink, perfectly positioned observers. Look at this. It's like a NASA over here. Satellites everywhere. I mean, how are you supposed to get past this? So
why is pink in the middle of the map with 2 colossi and 2 Zentrus?
yeah.
He's just cleaned up a little bit of the.
He actually
Select left the drop.
cleaned up 16 Marines and 2 Marauders with that. So that was pretty darn good. And Select again on the back foot a little bit, trying to be aggressive, but failing a little bit to find the angle by which to approach pink unseen. It looks like pink is just... And again, look at this. The drop before was spotted and Select moving through the same area again. And yep, one medevac goes down. Majority of the units have unloaded though. This time it's more Marauders than Marines.
This is scary. Like, what is the to actually stop this here? This Colossi? Well, I feel he could have sniped the Colossi, but Select doesn't want to lose too
Yeah, he
much.
could've.
Just gets out of there. But I mean, that Colossi is relatively undefended. There wasn't the Zealots there, and that's the main thing you need to tank, the Zealots, and that just wasn't there for Pink. So Pink couldn't fine. And I really feel like Select's just not targeting the best things he could do with these drops in the last game and this game right now. But
that's true. One other difference that is previously with those 4 medevacs, there was a lot more Marines. This time he took a lot of Marauders with him. You know, Marauders for drops are good in the sense that they can pick off Colossi, they can pick off buildings really quickly, whereas Marines just kill probe lines so insanely fast. So I think, you know, Select was trying to do something else here, but in the end, he just loaded up and got out because he did not want to run the risk of losing that army. I think that was the main issue there.
yeah, Select still doesn't have a third command center this game. He's only just going to make that now, and that's not just late. That's very late. Like last game, we said it was late-ish, and it was like 11 minutes. This is 14 minutes in the game, and surely he pulls SCVs. Well, yep, yes, he does.
Yeah, he does.
So this is a bit of a different time with some ghosts added in, and Temple Archives is only just finished. So these ghosts are going to pay dividends, I think.
Actually, I don't know. It's going to come down to Viking versus Stalker control, because he's going to be engaging the Protoss. He does, but only 6. And ideally, you want to have like Ace to 10 with this. Oh my god, a lot of Stalkers now have been warped in. He's engaging the Protoss in an open wide area. The Archons are at the forefront of the battle. Time warp going down. The Vikings, though, Wardy, the Vikings are falling. The Colossi are still standing.
These ghosts didn't even use all of their energy. Like, when you've delayed an SCV pull to get your ghosts, and the ghosts don't use all their energy, like, it's not going to go too well, and Select loses absolutely everything. And it's going to be our 4th 2-0 of the night, and who would have thought it would be Select that we said goodbye to first from the SC2 Improved Winter League?
Wow, I am so sad right now.
Is crazy. And, well, the blink forward gets another Viking here. Maybe not the best blink, but gets the medevac, sorry. And maybe not the best blink, but it doesn't matter because these Colossi will take out the majority of the ground army. And, well...
But it did get 2 Colossi, and suddenly this army is a lot smaller. The problem for Select is he doesn't have the income to keep reinforcing like this.
He just doesn't have anything at all, and yeah, he doesn't have the income. His third base has to lift here, and I mean, Pink maybe getting a little bit overzealous there. Maybe needs to wait just a little bit longer, but he was at such a lead, it's not going to matter in the end anyway. So.
Yeah. Well, Select is going to try to eke out every single advantage that he might